never switch that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, 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 still that way. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. I still got her. Back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got her. And yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. Still got her. I still got her. Hey, you must be knowing here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I got a half a mind to hit you with a stitch you, get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my modesty tie. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cooking at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, we close out Week 7 together with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Come on, back. Ready?
They'll start by running the option to the right. And right away, he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Cousins here going to change the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. This defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Ayuk goes in motion. What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he gets this up past the 30.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He's got the hook out downfield to Samuel. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Out of the gun, Purdy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Ready?
A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They run again with Hunt. And Hunt running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On the counter, Hunt. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Vikings are 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Cousins to throw it. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Play fake. Cousins. This is caught by Addison. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the red zone now, Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, Hall. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Play action now. Cousins. He's got him in. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
All right, now here we go.
Throwing is Cousins. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, flipper. Here we go. Bring the energy.
Cousins. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Gun. Wide.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out in a hurry.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you.
Touchdown 49ers! Brandon Ayuk.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. On play action, Cousins.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st down, it's Purdy.
Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Second and 10. Purdy now to throw.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
They go play action here. Purdy. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Taken down at the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Purdy. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. And the tight end goes in motion left. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 21-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's a 2nd and 5. Up the middle, Nwangu. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu. 30 yards. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Just keeping the play alive. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge
them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week. The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Purdy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Let's go.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Deebo Samuel, 26 yards. And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Gun. First.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They're going option play on 3rd down. He'll pitch it. And down he'll go at the 25. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
A gain of 15 yards brings up 4th down.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 11.
Gone. Hey, we're good, we're good.
Cousins now from the 50. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. This one caught by Kittle. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Go, take it to the house.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Now the Niner offense is back on the field, and they're going to try for two here. Purdy will throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Andrew Booth picks it off. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the